Hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from Ironwatch, and we are back with another AliExpress sales video, right? So this time around it is the Black Friday sales which will be starting from 24th until 29th of November. So but you know what, you have just finished the AliExpress 11/11 sales, so yeah, I think there are quite a lot of deal that to be had during the 11/11 sales. But this time around the Black Friday sale is almost, I think it's close to the 11/11 sale, but still there are a few bargains to have, right? So my selection here is basically the watches, watches that I have reviewed on the channel. So I'm not gonna be putting any new watches here that I haven't tried before. So I think that is, you know, a much more fair deal because I have personally handled these watches, right? So this time around, the special discount code is, I think, $4 off for every $30 spent. So the maximum discount will be $12. But of course, do check out the coupons that is available on your own profile, right? So let's start with watch number 1, which is not here, but I've already reviewed it. That is the watch that is called AddiesDive MY-H2, right? So this is a pilot watch, right? So I'm going to be putting some pictures over here. So very cool specification for the Martin Seiko NH35 movement with a date wheel, awesome lume, 39mm in diameter and 49mm lug to lug, and also a 20mm lug width with a thickness of just about 12mm, I think. So yeah, excellent choice for the money, because now in the Black Friday sales you're gonna be able to get this at under $60, which is, I think, from $59. Awesome watch, because I think when I bought it on leather strap, but this time around you can get it for $59 with the bracelet, which is very affordable in my opinion, right? So that is watch number 1. Let's go to watch number 2, which is a Pagani design, right? So the PD1701. So I've reviewed that particular watch and I've sold it to my buddy. So anyway, I'm kind of regretting it now, but yeah, still awesome Moonwatch homage watch by Pagani design. And of course you're gonna have that, you know, very reliable Seiko VK30, is it VK64 movement, right? So with a date wheel at the 430, and of course no thanks to Pagani design, the design of this particular watch is very versatile, monochromatic, black and white dial and indices, and yeah, I think the proportion is very good. So the only thing that I complained about during my particular review of that particular watch is the bracelet is not really that good. So of course when I had it, I swapped the bracelet out to my aftermarket straps, and it looks so damn versatile, and I really love that watch. So available to you on the Black Friday sales for about $74. That is definitely a bargain, right? So that is watch number 2, and let's go to watch number 3, which is another Pagani design. And first look at this piece and you guys know what this is an homage of. So this is a 37mm case, right? So which is, you know what, the Tudor Ranger does not have that size, that diameter. So 37mm in diameter, and I think 44mm from lug to lug, but quite a thick 13.9 thickness, because this thing has a sapphire sandwich, right? So sapphire crystal at the top, sapphire crystal at the back, and it is using the NH35 movement, right? So of course the styling is definitely a Tudor, but this time around they choose to use this what do you call this, enamel black dial, which is very shiny compared to the OG watch, right? So I've this watch came on a bracelet, but I don't really like that particular bracelet, so I've swapped it out to this NATO, single pass NATO, and I think this thing looks killer. But of course the major attraction for this particular piece is the price point, right? So I think this one you can have it for about $93, and I think for the money it is a great bargain. The only downside for this particular Pagani design, and also for another Pagani design as well, is the lume is not that great. But still, if you want something that looks like a Ranger, I think this is one of the options to go, right? So alright, so let's go for next watch, which is the watch number 4, which is this AddiesDive AD2113, right? So 30, sorry about that guys, 39 millimeters in diameter, right? So, and a lug to lug of I think 48, and but check out that thickness. That is 13 millimeters in thickness, so a bit too thick for a daily watch, but yeah, still I don't really mind it, right? So this one also came with a a Mercedes handset, right? So that Mercedes handset came with an Explorer dial, right? So it's Explorer style dial, and that one also costs almost the same at about $107. So definitely much. I think a very good bargain in my opinion. Seiko NH38 movement in it, and the bracelet adjustment system, right? So I've done a few reviews of this particular piece. You can just pull off this bit and you can easily take out the bracelet without using any screws at all, right? So check that out. Very cool bracelet, but it is of course let down by this quite a basic class here, but I don't really mind it, guys, because it is so damn cheap, right? So anyway, so they come in a few other colorways as well, not only this black, they also come in blue, I think, and yeah, and I think on the Mercedes hand style version they also have that Tiffany blue dial, right? So yeah, that's the AD2112 and 2113. So I totally forgot to put the watches on my wrist and see how it looks like. And yep, this is the PD17, what is it, 1751, right? So on my 6.75 or 17 centimeters each wrist, 70 centimeters wrist, and this is the AddiesDive AD2112 looks like on my wrist, right? So I think yep, I can almost pull it off, but of course 39 millimeters on this huge dial, so it will look a bit too big. But if you guys have the wrist to match it, it will look awesome in my opinion, right? So next up is a Pilot's watch, right? So Pilot, this time around it is from Ironwatch, right? So I've got this I got it in this green dial. So this is the Ironwatch Pilot RX 8006. So inside this one is a Miyota 8215, but with a hacking movement, so that is they're using the new latest version. And the major attraction for this particular piece is basically the bracelet. Check out that beautifully done bracelet, and I just love how this thing looks and feel. And yeah, it's quite annoying to resize though, because you have to use the screw drivers from both end of the bracelet, right? So 38 millimeters in diameter, I think 47 millimeters in lug to lug, and just about 12.5 millimeters in thickness. Yep, awesome size. The only downside for this particular piece is the lume is not that great, but still on this bracelet I think I think you can forgive it, right? So Pilot style watch with a cathedral handset that looks like a Seiko Alpinist, but yeah, still I picked the green version because I thought that it would look like that particular watch, but yeah, it's totally a different category, right? So this one will be available to you from about $127, but still I think it is a great bargain if you go for this particular bracelet, right? Oh, sorry, let's just put it on the wrist and see how it looks like. So yeah, butterfly class, some might not like it, I don't really mind it, but yeah, still I just wish they could just supply it with the normal class, but yeah, still it doesn't really matter that much for me, at least, right? So next up is the first Sanmartin of the bunch. So I think from here it is all Sanmartin, so sorry about that, guys. So this one is the Martin SN0030Q2, a B dial pilot watch from Sanmartin. So of course they also have quite a lot of other style dial as well. So there's also a dial, there is also a stainless steel case version, but I've purposely picked this bronze version because I wanted to have something different. So 39 millimeters in diameter, lug to lug 49 millimeters, thickness of about 12.5, and a lug width of 20 millimeters, right? So check out that bronze case finishing. I just love how this thing look after it has it was oxidized. So yeah, this is how it looks after how many months? I think 10 months, right? So awesome lume on this particular piece, and you can get this bronze version for about $132, and I think for that money it is very good price, right? So I think this one is using the YN55 movement, the Epson movement, right? So not to be scoffed about, because these are the exact same movement that is being used in the Orient, Mako, or Orient Ray 2 and above, right? So yeah, awesome watch, and let's just see how this pilot watch looks on my wrist. So this strap is not the strap that came with it, but still awesome piece in my opinion. And if you guys want to go for a pilot watch from Sanmartin, this is the one that I suggest you to go for, right? So that is the watch number 6. Watch number 7 is this Sanmartin SN0107, right? So one quick look at this one, you will definitely know what this is an homage of. Of course, this is the 39mm version. That Pagani design is 37, but somehow I prefer this one because it is much more slimmer than that one. So I think it was 12.5mm in thickness, and the case finishing on this one is, I know guys, this is maybe, you know, Sanmartin produced one of the best finished case on AliExpress market, but yeah, still it looks absolutely awesome in this configuration, right? So but they've also came out with a 36mm version, and also a 39mm version with a white printed dial, right? So white printed indices and also white printed hands. So if you don't like this faux patina version, you can always get those version as well, right? So this one will be selling from $213. So fit using this inside this watch, they're using the Seiko NH35 movement. Of course, we're gonna have that ghost date position, but I don't really mind it, right? So yeah, awesome piece. Of course, I took it off from the bracelet, not because it is not great, but I kind of, you know, wanting to give this particular watch a much better look. So that is why I paired it with this black FKM rubber strap, and of course, combining with this watch with a ton of other strap options. Other strap is you know, it's very cool, because you're gonna have a lot of fun pairing this watch with you know, with a few strap options, right? So that is the SN0107. Next up is the SN0102, right? So quick look at this particular piece. This is an homage of a certain vintage Seiko quartz, right? So I think it was called what was it called? I don't remember, guys. I'm so sorry. Just Seiko Prestige, was it? The Seiko Superior, yeah, Seiko Superior, a quartz vintage watch. But still, this one is an automatic featuring the Seagull ST movement, right? So 37mm case diameter, a lug to lug of just about 42, and a thickness of about 12.5mm, and a lug width of 18mm. So but this lug width, you know that it has this hooded style lug, so you don't see the top of the bracelet here. But this one is not the bracelet or strap that came with the watch. It came with a very soft and supple black leather strap, but I feel that this Casio bracelet fits the watch very nicely. It has enough of that vintage look to it, and the major attraction of this particular piece is that dial, guys. Check out that dial. You know what, check out my full review of this particular piece. Of course, all of these watches I've done a full review of, so please do check that out, right? So this is the SN0102 37mm dress watch, right? So awesome looking thing, and I just wish they come out with another different color version, dial color version, maybe a Tiffany blue dial, I don't know, right? So yeah, that is watch number 8, I think, right? Yeah, the watch number 8. Let's go to watch number 9. So watch number 9, I have a total of 4 different iterations of this particular piece. So this is the SN0021A-2. So the -1 version is using a printed 36 and 9 dial. I don't like that because it doesn't really look that special to me, right? So when they came out with this version with this OP style dial with a Mercedes hand, I kind of think like, that looks interesting, right? So I've gone for this very dark green dial. I should have gone for something a lot more interesting. So they also came with a, I think, a yellow, a red, and dark blue and black, and of course, and also a Tiffany blue dial, right? So you know what, it suits me just nice, right? So easily the SN021 is the favorite line of watches from Sanmartin, my favorite line from Sanmartin. So, and I like them so much. I have 4 of them right now. Right, so this is the SN021B-1, right? So with this 369 dial with an applied indices there, so 37 millimeters in diameter, thickness is just 11 millimeters, and lug to lug of 45.5, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. So for me, out of all the SN021 that I have, this is my favorite. It's totally classy looking dial with that matte black dial, and paired with this 369 configuration. I just love this cute little piece, right? So next, after that, immediately after I've got this one, I think I've gone for this SN01B-2. So this time around they're using a matte Tiffany blue dial with this Tudor style handsets, and yep, the exact same case as that one. But yeah, check out that dial, and this is interesting because this is the only model that the only SN021 version that came with this capped second hands there, right? So yeah, I don't understand why they didn't use it on in another model, but yeah, still it is what it is, right? So, and the fourth SN021 that I have here is actually not mine. It is actually sent to me from my buddy, directly from AliExpress. So this is the SN021B-3, right? So this time around they went for an enamel finishing dial. So you can see that blue, very dark blue enamel finishing, looks very shiny. But of course the case, right? So the case is a little bit different because at one point of time the SN02B-3 came with a 19mm lug width. This one, however, came with a 20mm lug width, which is awesome. A very correct decision by Sanmartin, right? So yeah, you know what, let's just put it on the wrist and see how this 021B-3 looks like. And I think this is one of the most comfortable watch that you can get from AliExpress, right? So next, the 10th watch for today, or the last watch for today, is the I think a few months back they released this SN0054, an homage of a certain to the Black Bay Pro, right? So when this thing came out, it came with a few quirks, such as this very heavy patina dial and hand dial indices and handsets, and it came with a Hangzhou 6460 GMT movement without a date wheel, right? So so after that they came out with a dated version, and with a white printed indices, right? So which is what the fans want. But immediately, maybe a few months after that, they came out with the first ever Sanmartin, which is using the Seiko NH34 movement, right? So this one has a date wheel, and yeah, I think it looks awesome. You know what, I'm lucky because I didn't go for this Hangzhou version. So now I have the Seiko NH34 movement in my hands, and they are both using the exact same case of 39mm in diameter on the case, 40mm in on the bezel, and 48.2 I think lug to lug, and a lug width of 20mm, right? So, and of course the thickness is just under 13mm, way much slimmer compared to the real thing, right? So let's just put the 01054 NH34 movements. I think this one they call it SN054B, right? So anyway, so yeah, it looks absolutely cool on my skin. It's 6.75-inch wrist, right? So there we you know what, I can't end this without a Lume shot, right? So I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've managed to search I've managed to grab my UV torch here. So let's just check out the Lume on these awesome pieces that I have here. Obviously I have way too many Sanmartins, but you know what, they produce quite a lot of good watches every now and then, so that is why I feel like I wanna collect them all, right? So it's okay. Anyways, that is crazy thought, but yeah, still. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's grab the switch and boom. Yeah, you can see that that is how the Lume perform. How this watches Lume perform. So obviously these weakest will be the Pagani design. This is the 1751, right? So the Ranger homage, and the second weakest Lume will be the this one, the Ironwatch, right? So this is the Ironwatch RX8006. I think other than that, this, what do you call this, is the AD2112, awesome looking VGW9 Lume as well. And this one, surprise, so this is one of the most powerful Lume on a figure watch that I've seen. You can't beat Sanmartin for the money, right? So, and we have the, oh, sorry about that, we have this SN0107, the Ranger homage, and we have this is the SN0021A-2. This is the SN0021B-1. Right, so I'm gonna put it over there, back there, and we're gonna have these two, SN0021B-2 and 21B-3, right? So yeah, awesome VGW9 Lume there. And last but not least, the two SN054 that I have right now, which is, this one is the B version, the Seiko NH34 movement, and this one is the Hangzhou movement version, right? So C3 All Radium Super Luminova. So awesome watch and awesome Lume, right? So there you have it, guys, my 10 watch selection of daily watches that I should add that you could get from AliExpress right now during the Black Friday sales, right? So of course, when I edit this video, I will put the exact price on the somewhere around on the pictures and during the in the video description. And of course, I will put the link to my video review of this particular piece. But still, if you guys like the style of these watches, maybe you can just check it, put it into your cart, and if you guys decided to go for it, thank you very much, because you will definitely support the channel when you use my affiliate link. And of course, if you guys wanted to get a Sanmartin, you can always use my Ironwatch 0010 to get an extra US dollars discount, right? Extra $10 discount, right? So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.